Good afternoon. I have a fun card to share with you today. This card is using the negative to show the tree, and I thought you would enjoy this. So this is the card we're going to be doing today, and I will first show you the measurements, and then we'll get started doing the card. So I'll set the card aside for now. Our card base is garden green, and it is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. So scored at 5 1/2. And then we have a piece of cardstock that is 5 1/4 by 4, and that is for the inside. And a piece of real red, which is 5 1/4 by 4. And a piece of Reindeer Days Designer Series paper, and this is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And then we have a basic white, which is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. And I will put the measurements underneath the video, so you will have them to refer back to. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to use the Decorative Trees dies, and I'm going to use this frame, and I'm going to cut out the tree using my die cutting and embossing machine on the 4 3/4 by 3 1/2 piece. So that's the first thing we're going to do. So I'll bring in my machine, and the sandwich is, of course, the platform. So we've got the number 1 platform, and then we have the number 2, which is the thin die adapter, and that goes next. And then we have a acrylic plate, and that will go, and then we will put the got something on there. Turn it over. Then we will put the tree on, and another acrylic plate. Let's see if I can get that so you can see it. There we go. And then we'll put the other acrylic plate on it and run it through. And that will cut out that tree. So that one's real simple. I'll run it back through because I'm kind of lost on space here. So now we've got the tree cut out. So we've got another tree we could use for something else, but we'll set that aside and we won't use that on this card. And we'll get rid of the die cutting machine. We don't need that anymore. And now we just have to put it together. This makes really quick and easy cards, and I'm sure you would find it very easy to make. If you needed to make more than a few, you could make them really quickly. So, oh, I guess I need my... Always something I managed to forget. So the first thing I'm going to do is attach the Reindeer Days piece to the real red cardstock. So this is the real red, and we're just going to attach that. And there's just a little tiny bit of a frame around that. And then this will go on the front of the card. And yes, I'm using up paper that I made a mistake on. So it has white on the back, but nobody will ever know. So this goes here. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp the Merry Christmas. And this is from the Reindeer Fun Stamp Set. It's Merry Christmas right there. And I'm going to stamp that in real red. on the bottom below the tree. And I'm just going to line that up my eye. That worked out pretty good. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use some dimensionals, and I'm going to pop this up so it will give it some dimension. So I'm going to add quite a few dimensionals here, so that we have it'll stand out. And that will take off all the little pieces, the backing from the dimensionals. And this will just give it a real dimension, obviously. So this will go on the front, and we'll just line it up as best we can. Right there. And all I need to do now is add the white piece inside, and you could put another, you could put something else inside if you wanted, another sentiment, and then this is where you will sign the card. So there it is, really quick and easy. Thank you for being with me today, and I hope you enjoyed this really simple, quick card. And you could use any, it wouldn't have to be a tree, it could be any other die that you have, and you just cut it out and you use the negative part. So I hope you enjoyed this, and leave me a comment. Thank you.